a Seasearcher. That's the reason that I'm here ultimately, because to go just work for any treasure hunting company, I could do. But it's a lot of breadcrumbs. We're looking for something that's nobody's ever seen, nobody's ever found. And the Seasearcher is the main reason that I'm here. It's the main reason I think most of our investors are here, because it will literally change the world. We'll be able to go to any site in any country. We'll be able to scan and tell them what's there, if they want help salvaging it, and then we'll move on to the next one. My name is Zach Smith. I'm a captain for Seafarer. I've been here for almost 4 years, and I'm a diver as well. So I was a shareholder, I would say probably 5 or 6 years ago, and my brother in Ohio told me about this company in Florida that was developing this technology down in Florida, and they're looking to find treasure and it could change the world. So I looked up the stock and I ended up buying some of it and following it, looking it up, see what they're up to. And at one point I went to the website and I recognized one of the captains at the time. So I called him and said, hey, I was kind of just trying to see what's going on. It's so exciting to me. And he said, we're actually looking for divers right now. And I was in a corporate environment doing real estate, and I showed up here and started diving a little bit. And then I literally went from wearing a suit and tie to wearing a wetsuit, within a matter of months. And I've been here ever since. It's nothing that I planned when I was younger. I'm gonna be doing this when I'm 42 years old. But of course, I love it. And there's just nothing else I'd rather be doing right now. I mean, I really, really enjoy it. What intrigues me about it is the unknown. And what we do is we'll find, little pieces of breadcrumbs, which we're searching for, these 4, 5 ships that are missing. And every day that we go out, there's one artifact that we'll find, and it's just so exciting. That's what's kept me going. And it's kind of the process of solving a problem, being a part of a project that, you don't know the answer every day. It could be the day that you're gonna find what you're looking for. And then you think about these guys, that night of the hurricane on the ocean in those conditions, and you get down and you find an artifact, and it's like, wow, this stuff hasn't been seen in over 300 years. And it's just very exciting. It's something I really can't explain, but it keeps you going. If we're told, hey, we need to go hydroprobe tomorrow, I know that there's certain tools that I need. I know how many people we need. I know that all the equipment needs to be charged. And then we have to pack it up. We have to have the right amount of people on the boat. And for hydroprobing, for example, we need to make sure the conditions will allow us to set 3 anchors. I had an experience one time where we were hydroprobing and an anchor had pulled. I was down at the bottom. It's a longer tube, and you have this wire that runs off of it, and it goes up to the boat. So the anchor pulled, and I'm turning around. We were probably in 2 or 3 foot of visibility and wrapped around my neck, and as the boat pulled, it jolted me up. And I look at Dante, and he's looking at me like this, and like his eyes, you know what I mean? I'm like, don't look at me like that. It's scary enough seeing his face. It really, it takes a special person. I mean, people get seasick, people are afraid of sharks. And then you think about it, you're stuck with, 4 or 5 people on a boat, day after day after day. So it takes a strong personality to be able to manage those people, get along with them. So sometimes we have a challenge. I think right now we've got the right crew. I've been here almost 4 years, and we've got the best crew that we've had. I mean, we found the shipwreck, and it's called the Ring Site, and this is a site that now has been added to the Florida Registry of Shipwrecks, known shipwrecks. And for me, that was an accomplishment. It was very exciting at the time. We didn't know if it was a vessel from the 1715 fleet. That was a really exciting day. Ultimately, looking back, I think that the more exciting times of my career are ahead of me. But it was a neat period of time. And then we didn't know what was below it. And of course, the waiting process for us took over a year before we could even go explore it. So you have to be really patient. Just dealing with the state, dealing with the permitting, being a publicly traded company, there's a lot we can't do. So we have to adhere to those things.
Of course.
My job is really to make sure that we're set in the right location. I'll assist in setting up the electronics. Obviously, it's our baby, so we want to make sure that it's really protected and safe. So any sort of conditions, external conditions, if we have the tube open, we want to make sure there's no moisture in there. So I'm really focused on those kind of things. Dante will usually handle flying it, and then when it comes to the surface, we'll retrieve it. Obviously, you don't want it to hit the boat because we can't just go buy another one. This is something that's been worked on for years. And if something happened to it, it would be, it could be our fault, my fault. We've got a tether that runs behind it, and if I were to happen to hit it with a prop, this thing's going to go to the bottom of the ocean. We don't know where it is. You're talking about something that's, a small fortune to build in time. And so there's a little bit of stress, I would say, but more of a responsibility that I'm comfortable with because, we really kind of baby it, and we know what it's going to do, so we need to take care of it. For me, being publicly traded, people always say, well, you could go down and find a coin and put it in your pocket. For me, I have no interest. If I found a $500,000 coin in the bottom of the ocean, I have no interest in keeping it, because if I report it and it becomes public, the value of my stock will increase substantially more than, a little coin. So that's what a lot of these other, treasure hunting companies will do. And it's just different. We're in it to win it. We're not looking for, ourselves necessarily. We're looking for everybody else. We're looking out for everybody else, and it's a nice process, and it's a good synergy working together with people that are working for that. We really feel like a team. It's not just like I need to go make a fortune today for myself. I think in the really near future, we're going to make a major turn for a global exploration, meaning we're going to be in different countries, we're going to be in different sites. It's the most exciting time that I've experienced being here almost 4 years, and I really think that we're getting ready to turn this corner, and I'm looking forward to that.